Alright, let's get this over with. Yeah. Alright, so let's go and do... Where did I need to go again? One of these two. We're gonna attempt to do the side quest lines to unlock, the final, area, the thing. It'll come to me. What do we got? To catch a merchant. Every moment we leave that peddler to his own devices is another opportunity for some unsuspecting traveler to be hoodwinked. We need to figure out where he's been and where he may go next. I'll ask around Wakchukabino if anyone else has had similar run-ins with disruptible merchants. In the meantime, I'd like you to find this scoundrel and keep him in your sights by whatever means necessary. We can't have him leaving before we had the chance to settle this matter after all. I expect he's still in Pacha, visiting the markets to use his ill-gotten pill to stock up for his return to Erosia. Like as not, he's inspecting the stalls at Kuvo's in after a Lalafell by the name of Gigi Mulu. But be discreet. Once you've found him, try to keep him occupied for as long as you can. I was like, wait, what? Just follow this. Okay. What the? Where am I? There it is. Ah, well, this is a pleasant surprise. To think we would meet again here of all places. Do you recognize me, don't you? The merchant you spoke with on the ship of Tutoriolo. Hey! I neglected to impart my name to you at the time, but I shall happily rectify that now. Gigi Molo, in your service since my arrival on the continent, I must say business has been booming. I'll spare you the details of my most recent transaction. Suffice to say, I've heard quite a handsome sum from the most generous young merchant. Truly makes the lengthy voyage here well worth the trouble. All that remains before I return to resort is purchase some commodities. Alas, ever since I felt the moving waters of Panquilo retreat on my skin, I can feel of little else. The mere mention of it has stirred my yearning to avail myself. Hot springs once more. It was a pleasure to meet you again, my friend, but I must go and farewell. Wait, is that him? Is that who we're supposed to be tracking? Jeez, you didn't waste any time. Oh, let's not return to... Oh, did you follow me here? Or perhaps you had... You too have succumbed to the allure of these hot springs. The water is so perfect in temperature and the view ravaging. Worry seemed to melt away, though I suppose also Calvi I've also Calvi to thank for that. He's been the perfect attendant, care of my every need. I'm surprised you're still listening to me ramble on. If I didn't know better, I think you might not. You came not to enjoy the experience, but to speak with me. Suspicious of your perhaps if you speak with heavily. Yeah. It's such an awful thing. I had no idea. He's only recently began to visit these strings and hired me to take care of odds and ends for him during his sojourns. I took him to be quite the affluent individual, the way he carries himself. My heart goes out to poor no ply, but as a palo, I'm quite intrigued by Gigi Molo's trading practices. I mean, hey, look, listen. Merchants in business are cutthroat, okay? Getting all mad about somebody overcharging people and stuff, it's like, that's business. Let me explain. Many years ago, we Palo were looked down upon by the other people in Tyrol, both figuratively and literally, due to our diminutive stature. Changrins, it is said that our ancestors decided to start wearing masks made in the image of the most powerful Tyrol Vidral, Valigarmanda, in order to strike fear into the hearts of all who looked upon them. Today, however, the meaning of the mask has changed. After becoming peddlers at the dawn service suggestion, the masks have come to symbolize fair transactions. Indeed, they are now proof of our reputability. Instead of focusing solely on our profit, we're to make every trade mutually satisfactory. Countless years of doing so has earned us the respect surround us, and we now very rarely experience any belittlement. Well, the thing is, that's not a Palo. That's a Lalafell. And when it comes to business, Lalafells do not care as long as they make a profit. We are truly bloodthirsty when it comes to business. But it seems Gigi Malot's wish only to fill his own coffers, even at the expense of those with whom he does business. It's a shame after what he's done. No Tarali will wish to barter with him again, no matter what quality of import he has at hand. That's true. I would keep a close watch on him from now on. I don't want to see anyone else swindled out of their hard-earned hell. No, given his present euphoria, I doubt he'll be doing anything of the sort anytime soon. I'm sure no play must be anxious to hear from you. I have matters here well in hand. Why don't you return to him? Well, like I said, Lalafells are cutthroat in business and magic. There's only two things they like to do, and they do it well. Total chaos and destruction, and taking every guild from you any way possible. What? You met Gigi Molo during your voyage to Tyrol? What a small world. In any case, thank you for lending your assistance once again, Ronald. It's reassuring to know Pavley will be keeping a careful watch on him. That's my investigation here. It seems I'm presently Gigi Molo's only victim, but I fear I won't be the last. No telling what underhand tricks he'll use to procure those wares you speak of. I refuse to let him besmirch all that it means to be a merchant. I have a plan, but I'm gonna need your help. Finding bait. I'd like your opinion on something, Ronald. Should word spread of J.J. Molo's underhanded practices, it won't be long before there's not a soul in all Tyrol willing to deal with him. How do you feel about that? It's only natural. I mean, that's the way of it. I won't say serves him right because it's a business, indeed. I would be disappointed by such a conclusion. After all, we'd lose one of the few merchants willing to voyage across the seas to do business with us. If he is to remain a potential trading partner in the years to come, he needs to be made to see the error of his ways. I suspect a few words of warning will do little, however. He needs to be taught a proper lesson, to feel the sting of being swindled for himself. And we shall make sure that he does, the paleo way. First, we need an alluring piece of merchandise to serve as bait. Hailing from across the salt yourself, I can think of none better suited for finding something that might garner his interest. Have a look about and see what local specialties we have to offer. I should like to know if anything catches your eye. Something rare. I can think of nothing better than coffee plants. They'd sure fetch a handsome price. You most likely can't find them where you're from. Really? You have coffee. Oh, so you can find them there. Well, in that case, I'd like to try your coffee for myself. No, go back! I want to know more about these coffee plants. I mean, are they different from what we have? A local specialty that's on the rare side. How about the potatoes being sold at the distillery? It's one of the few vegetables that can be cultivated at these altitudes. Nah, we have potatoes already. We already have potatoes. Plenty of ours here? Oh, well, I'll be... But they're proper across the salt as well. I can't be prouder. We'll have to... Come on, guys, up your game. What do we need? If it's for a merchant, it might be traditional dolls. They believe to be good luck for business. I carry one around myself, so whether or not someone's unaware of its origins and significance will truly appreciate it. It is another question. Okay. We've got dolls. Dolls are unique no matter where you go. Bristle hairbrush. They're good for keeping nail pockets free of freeze, and they help prevent skin conditions and things. And while you expect them to turn and spit on anyone tugging on their hair, you need to enjoy the grooming. Simple way to keep them healthy. People can use the brushes too, obviously. You know, brushes help distribute natural scalp oils and strip the hair of leftover dead strands to promote a healthy scalp. It's surprisingly gentle on the skin too. That's a little wonder they've grown so popular. The doll and hairbrush, on the other hand, analyzing enough. I would say the doll because the hairbrush. I don't think the Lalafell had hair. You know. I was a. Mickey, you found an item too of interest? One of our traditional, I must admit, whether such a doll would truly be desirable to an outsider is a bit dubious. Need to go with the hairbrush. My thanks for finding a suitable bait. Normally, they can go for 1 pill in the 10,000 column. If to teach our precious peddler a lesson, I'll offer him 1 for 1 pill in the 100,000 column. Least you worry. I won't actually sell it to him. I'm just giving him a taste of his own medicine, so he can come to understand why a fair and honest deal is so important to we peddler. More importantly, I wish to convey something to him. Merchant to merchant. So what did you say? Will you lend me your aid? Thank you. Let's give Gigi Malou an offer he can't refuse. Oh, so this might be the last one. All that remains is for me to begin my negotiations with Gigi Malou. However, even should I approach him, I expect he wouldn't be willing to bend an ear to anything I have to say. But if you, a fellow Azorcian who were to whisper in his ears, should dealing in exotic wares he won't find elsewhere, dare say his interest will be piqued. I expect he is still soaking in the swing, so try searching for him first at Panquil Pelo Retreat. I will join you after procuring a suitable store of hairbrushes. Eat. Ah, it is you again. I take it you're unable to resist the allure of these waters? I see, and you wished to introduce me to this merchant of exotic wares. How thoughtful for you. I'm honestly surprised you remember that I have suitable goods to take back to Aurora. Very well. I shall meet this merchant, but I can hardly sit at the negotiating table in a little more than a bathing towel. Pray wait for me while I make myself presentable. That's it's spotting negotiations. Oh. Oh, he does have. Thank you for waiting. Now, where is this merchant you wish to introduce me to? No play, I see. So you two were in cahoots. If you've come to return the corrupted crystals, I'm afraid I do not accept refunds. Didn't Ron tell you I'm here to make you an offer? Oh, I wasn't born yesterday. Whatever it is you're planning, I want nothing to do with it. The peddlers strive to bring others happiness. Brain. Well, you would expect me to believe I could benefit from another deal with him? This is not for your benefit, but that of new customers you're certain to meet in future commercial endeavors. Upon my mask, I swear. You can swear upon whatever you like. I still won't believe you. I trust less than your word is your meager eye quality. Any product selected by your hand is worthy of my stalls. Mm. Won't I at least hear him out? No, I will not. The rash fool bought my entire stock of corrupted crystals without a second thought. How they put any faith in such utter lack of this Wait, what? Why would you do that? No offense, but no. No, what a chance. He's right. It's like, this is your fault. And getting all mad that you got duped? Because it's like, you bought a bunch of corrupted crystals without thinking. It's like, you didn't even think or figure out what they did or anything. You just bought them up and was like, oh. Like, I picked it up myself. I'm sorry, but this changes things a bit. You selected well now that changes things. Considering your wealth of experience in both Erosia and Tyrol, eyes I can trust. I see we have your attention. Further ado, allow me to present to you my premium selection of high quality alpaca hairbrushes. The bristles are firm yet subtle, gentle on the skin, and exceedingly pleasant to the touch. Even the most sensitive alpacas can't get enough of it. Indeed, I dare say these brushes are of unparalleled quality. We already have brushes for livestock in Erosia. For the market for such a commodity would be limited to farmers, all but squandering any chance to profit. Not purchase a product here because it's good quality. Why not introduce alpacas to the Eurasian market? We don't have alpacas in Eurasia. Let us say hypothetically that someday alpaca farming were I had to keep a stockpile of these brushes in storage until that day arrives. God, what if you could use it on your own hair? I should have said that instead. The merchant is important to always make oneself as personable as possible. Yeah, I'm confused at why you would ask. So people can use the brushes as well. Try it for myself. If it is a quality product for men and women of good taste, then the potential market would expand considerably. Oh my, this is quite lovely. This will gently caress my scalp. Each stroke gliding through my hair like a gentle breeze. And somehow, every strand falls perfectly into place. My hair has never felt so soft and smooth. Consider me interest. I dare say the bristles will sell themselves to those with a like-minded taste for elegance. And let us discuss payment. By my estimation, a single brush would be worth roughly 10,000 pel, give or take. Speaking of worth, I forgot to mention one terribly important detail. The brushes are made with the hair of a creature indigenous to Tyrol, the Yolon. Specimens are painstakingly chosen for each brush by a master craftsman, paying close attention to the beast's age as well as the texture, thickness, and strength of their hair. I'd say a single brush is worth no less than two pel in 100,000 columns. 1,000? You mean 200,000? I beg your pardon? 200,000 pel? Brush? You must be out of your mind. I shall take my business elsewhere. Wait. They're purchasing in the corrupted crystals from you. I'm in urgent need of funds. I agree not to disclose this to anyone else. I'm willing to sell the brushes to you for half the price. You'd go so as to offer them at half their market price. And it certainly comes as no surprise that you lack capital. I may not find a more opportune bar. Very well, you have yourself a deal. I shall use all the power I have on hand to purchase as many brushes as you could offer. Now then, let us return to my storehouse in Wakapello to finalize our transaction. I trust that is fine with you, Ginger Mullo? Indeed, I shall make a short detail to Equivlo's Inn to gather my things before joining you. Pray excuse me. The negotiations went right around, if I do say so myself. I cannot thank you enough for your assistance. It truly began. We should hurry back to Wakapello. Oh, what? No. I thought we were trying to teach him a lesson. All we did was make a deal. What? We just did business. It's like, oh no, he ain't gonna write up a contract and then, of course, considering how, and then have him suddenly sign it and then be like, haha, you just signed away a larger amount of money than normal. And if you don't pay, bad things happen. And it's like, Now let's continue this discussion. What is there to discuss? The deal was already agreed upon. The exchange of goods. Are you sure? Even if I'm told you to value the brush as a single pel in the 10,000 column? You deceived me. Oh, no, not source. I merely followed your example. I do personally believe that a single brush is worth 2 pel in the 100,000 column, but I also urgently need funds after purchasing those crystals. But more importantly, the brushes are of parallel quality. To think I would be outfoxed by the man I took for a fool? Yet why tell me its true value now? Had you remained silent, you could have made back you lost. I find that a strange question. Are we not both merchants, rather than prey on one another, hoping to make our fortune? In a single exchange, would it not be mutually beneficial for us in the long term to become trade partners? As far as I'm concerned, this is a chance I can't afford to slip away. Let's slip away. Foreign merchants willing to sell all the way to Tyrol are few and far between. I certainly won't have the wherewithal to travel to Arosia myself anytime soon. After all I've done, you would ask to be my trade partner? I ply my trade in the city called Uda, where the unspoken rule of business is to deceive or be deceived. See what opportunities you can and quickly move on. Long-term profits have ever been the furthest thing from my mind. The thing is, that's not the way of it here. When I first saw you, Nomai, I could sense your naivety. Thus did I approach you with the mind to exploit it, and pawned my worthless corrupted crystals into your eager hands. At the time, I thought it simply business as usual. And yet, I am woefully embarrassed by the thought of it now. That you would use the same ploy against me, and for even greater profit, makes it all the more shameful. I am truly sorry for deceiving you. I shall return all the money I took from you, and make what amends I can for the trouble I caused. I do not deserve your forgiveness, let alone your partnership. But if you're certain that is the best course. I am, but forget about the money. I'd like you to bring back more of those corrupted crystals. I can find some use for them. We have a product that can be easily sold for a premium, and we could corner the market here in Tyrol. I'm happy to oblige, but until such time the crystals become profitable here, I cannot proceed in good conscience without a product. You both benefit from us. If it pleases you, to explore our options. I couldn't have convinced Gigi Malo without your help, Ronald. Together, I believe he and I can bring others happiness through trade, and not only Tyrol, but Erosia and beyond. I've prepared a small gift for you to show my thanks, though it is hardly enough. I hope this is some benefit to you during your travels. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to find me. Oh, I got off. There. Alright. Wow, it's getting... That looks like storm's coming. What the? It's like almost 70 degrees. Hang on. I'm sorry. I think it's safe to say that we can turn off the the heat. Alright, so now we do this quest line, and then that should open up things, and then that'll be it for this. Spots of joy. Oh, Matt Ronald. I'm honored that you would return to speak with me again. Would you tell me more of your life as an adventurer? You say I'm a jack of all trades. I see. So you travel far while aiding others and in so doing, earned your keep. I know of someone that might benefit from such assistance. A craftsman in urgent need of a particular material. The sites replay with this resource are overrun with fiery fiends and those ill-equipped to defend themselves. Dare not brave them. Surely even I could be of some use in that regard. But how would a true adventurer present themselves to a potential client? Again, I must request a demonstration provided you are willing to enable. Of course. I'm much obliged to you, Ronald. The craftsman of whom I speak plies his trade in the southeast of our village. Let us pray he will be amenable to an agreement. Uh-oh. It's down. Hello. Hello, craft person. So this is the adventure, showing my old friend the ropes. If you're willing to fetch me materials, I'm more than happy to pay for them. What I need is Narur obsidian. The more the better. Clear, this is my trial to undertake. You need only point me in the right direction, I shall do the rest. Once you're ready to proceed, meet me at Narur's Gorna. So. I find it kind of weird my network is... It's... Honestly, my network is doing this weird thing. It's like... It tries to go to like... to its maximum, which is like 20 megabytes. But then it just goes down at the same time. As if something is making it go lower enough to just stay stabilized at a different point. My concern with it though is like how long is this gonna last? Because like I said, I haven't had no problems at all with my internet. Not even drop frames or anything. Nothing. So did something happen? Oh, it makes me wonder now that they it does make me wonder if they did the phone call at last. But so I don't know. But I'm not gonna hold my breath because at any point in time it could do something else. Because I upload videos last night to YouTube, and then that I could see it was saying like 2 hours for a video, and I was like, what? And it's like, and I so looked at the size of the video, like how big the file size of the video was, and it was like, well, it's not even that big. It's only like 2 gigabytes, and yet it's taking like 2 hours to upload, and it's like, okay, it's gonna be a long night then. Have you managed to find the obsidian? Oh, yes. Here's your obsidian. How captivating its ebon luster. These pieces are of superior quality. In watching you, I've learned the importance of carefully inspecting one's surroundings. Now it is time for me to put your teachings to the proof. In the meantime, I ask that you return to Warlar's Echo. Let our client know I have this matter well in hand. What are you? Well, what about the fiery creatures of doom? But yeah. I'm just hoping that in the end, I'm really hoping that in the end it's just like, maybe we get some stuff done this throughout this at least a week. Welcome back. Judging from Morphlor's conspicuous absence, I presume he no longer needs your direct supervision. You may not notice, but Nano Obsidian is of historical importance to the Yokoi. When our people still ruled the continent, it was valued for the ease with which it could be kidnapped, and the razor sharp weaponry, arrows, daggers, and the like. While it was our size and strength that enabled us to dominate the other people of Troll, tools like these were indispensable as well. How ironic that once we had subjugated the so-called lesser races, we would so readily avail ourselves of their metalworks instead. Thus was obsidian weaponry rendered a relic of the past, and the material relegated to accoutrement for which our village is now known. Oh. Forgive the interruption, but I have returned. I hope this will be enough for your purposes. Yes, you hope? This is a tremendous amount, and all of exceptional quality, no less. You bought me a supply that will last for many moons to come. Please accept this payment as your reward. With a little extra as a token for my gratitude. You'll learn quick. Divide it as you see fit. You have my deepest thanks. Perhaps I was a little too enthusiastic in my efforts. While he did seem appreciative, I realized now it was far more than a craftsman working alone could possibly require, as I doubt he will have need of my services for the foreseeable future. I must seek out other clients if I am to make a living, yet I am hard-pressed to think of any other prospects in the village. Of course, this is why you travel, to meet new people and find new opportunities. Yes. Let us move on. This experience, too, has been enlightening. Besides, I still need to give you your share. You could have done it here. Just saying. Ronald, it has been a delight to learn your trade from you. Rewarding, too, to discover that the meager gathering of stone can be enough to spark joy in others. After today, I can say that aiding others has given me a newfound sense of fulfillment. Alas, opportunities to do so may be lacking here in Warlor's Echo. After I've had some time to put my thoughts in order, I would be honored if you would advise me on the next course of action. It's 3 of them. Greetings, Ronald. I seek a new venture through which I may use my martial prowess to aid others. The fact remains I am unlikely to find one in this village. It seems I have no choice but to beg the boon of your wisdom once more. Again. Try asking around and try asking in another village. Our closest neighbors are the Pillow. Welcome to a Pillow. Yes. Yes. Perhaps the little ones would have need of a protector. Come to think of it, there are no few traveling Pillow merchants who employ bodyguards to defend them from beasts and bandits. However, I am unaccustomed to dealing with their kind. I lack confidence to approach them. My unfamiliarity with this profession. After a while, it pains me to impose upon your goodwill once more. Would you be willing to train me in the ways of a bodyguard? And so, I ask that you join me outside the village. Path to the shades of grief. That sounds dark. I thank you for joining me. Now, while I am no stranger to battle, I've only ever guarded a sanctum, not an individual. Therefore, I propose that you act as my guardian guard, that I may learn from your example. We will together travel this road. At one time before the coming of the Skyrim, it was our ancestors' home. I should like to climb to its zenith and get a good look at the surrounding ruins. Be warned, these days it is home to many ravenous beasts. Oh, guard. What guard in... Oh, God. Okay. Wow, I didn't think it would give me that. Alright, where are we going again? First of all, let's get out of the middle of the road and just casually... See, this is much better than... Oh, we have to go inside there. Well, this sucks. This is not good. Have to slip through. Well, no, this won't bother anything because of the fact that I'm a higher level, so this. Come on, before it turns around. Oh no, it's a hostile person. Oh no. I did it. I put the controller down on my leg to type something. Behold, those full-on ruins abandoned for years and years and years. There is much I would recount to you, but it is unsafe here. Let us venture instead to the cliffside. Wait, we're not done? Here we go, this way. Here we Will he actually? Yes, he will. Watch this. Come on. Come on. Get ready. No, none. Okay. You survey the area, but there's no as far as you can see. Okay. There's a great many elements to consider. Maintaining awareness of my client and our surroundings. Yup. Particularly potential avenues of attack. All while keeping a brisk pace. In contrast, standing watch over a frozen individual was far less complicated. Perhaps you wonder why I chose this place to look below. The Pillar village is within sight. Oh. Our homes were once connected by a mountain road when we were their oppressors. Until Guru Jaja put an end to the practice, we demanded yearly tribute and in exchange granted them our protection. The elder Pillow have not forgotten. The memory of my kin as towering tyrants haunts them still. Times have changed and now we treat Pillow as equal. I hope to one day live on in our memories as a gentle guardian, but now forgive me, my idle musings are of no moment. Let us return to work. I'm in your debt, Ronald. You have helped me explore a potential nice calling as a bodyguard. As a Yokoi warrior, I have the power to show the Paleo that we are not our ancestors, that we can offer them peace and protection as equals, not conquerors. Hope they will prove amenable. That said, I cannot begin this goal until such time as I find a client. That search begins now. Yes. It's all reignited. Oh no, it is time I formally offer my services, and if it is not too much to ask, like you to bear witness, while the Pillar who visit Warlord do so primarily to sell their wares to us, we sometimes see fishers passing through on their way to Caravagar the First. Regardless of their trade, surely there is at least one who will have need of my protection. Come, Ronald, let's ask around. I take it you're friends with this man? He just offered to be my bodyguard, and well, I agreed without a moment's hesitation. Truth be told, I've always wanted to hire a Yokoi warrior, but was afraid the mere suggestion would cause them to laugh in my face. Nothing would delight me more than to visit Travelers the First and fish my fill. But the place attracts a lot of mangy monsters. How am I to get any bites if I'm worried on something taking a bite out of me, eh? I can't wait to see how it goes. Let's get to it. I have heard that the unstable energy down in the lake seems to attract dangerous plant-like creatures. As this is my first bodyguard commission, could you join me? I fall short in my duty. I should take comfort in the knowledge that you can defend the fisher in my stead. Oh, do you get it out? Oh God. So okay. Dang, dang, bam, 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 bam. What is that thing? There you are, Ronald. As you can see, I've already dispatched one threat. It seems strangely aggressive. Take it. A caution may be warranted. While the Fisher and I lead the way, I ask that you watch our backs. Well, yeah. There. The marble sea. You note the presence of the seedling, yet no sign of the creature that spawned it. Let's just be glad for that. Hey! Old Jill. What? Oh no, is it a jormed turtle chip? That is a massive one. Forgive me, it seems this task was too great for me alone. I sense the beasts have been affected by the energy of this place. Did I anticipate it might also see them grow to such prodigious size? But that is nothing more than an excuse. I failed my client and I'm unfit to be a bodyguard. Hey now, don't be ridiculous. You were so committed to protecting me that you didn't have a chance to fight back, that's all. Especially not after that nasty blow you took. As far as I'm concerned, you did exactly as promised. You kept me safe. That's exactly what I wanted to expect from a bodyguard. I suppose it is a matter of perspective. How would you evaluate me, Ronald? If the client calls it a success, I'm not going to argue. You heard the man. Sure, there's always room for improvement, but overall, it's a passing mark. Now then, with that brute out of commission, we ought to enjoy some peace and quiet for a while, yes? As I said, I can't afford to let this object slip off the hook. I'm going to fill my bucket while I still can. Even after that harrowing experience, you remained undeterred. You have a strength of will that rivals that of any yokoi. See, what did I tell you? Feast your eyes on this hearty hell. When it comes to fishing, being able to concentrate makes all the difference. Yep. No, to the two of you for standing watch. Now to drag my bucket back to Warlord's Echo. I see you've returned, Ron. Though I made a fool of myself, you stepped in to pick up the slack, and for that I must thank you. I shall reflect on this experience and use what I've learned to sharpen my skills. Doubtless it would not inspire much confidence in my future clients, were they to see me falter as I did today. That's the spirit, big fella. You know, most of us grew up hearing the old stories that the Yokoi, dangerous as they look, are a people to be feared. But you, my friend, you put your life on the line to protect mine. And that's a story I intend to share with my entire village. They'll see that you folks aren't so scary after all, and if they ever need a gentle giant to protect them, they should ask for Murfurler. Yay! Hey. Ronald, I know not what twist of fate led you to me, but I am grateful, not just for today, but everything you have done to help me. In hearing that fisherman's words, I realized the true reason I felt compelled to relinquish my post as temple guardian. A great honor though it was, deep down I yearned to protect not a place, but the people, the living who have yet to finish their stories and be enshrined in memory. Rest assured, your efforts to teach me will not go to waste. Henceforth, I am Murfler the Defender, and I will do everything in my power to build a relationship of trust with our good neighbors, the Palo. So there's that's the quest that starts the thing, but we are out of time sadly. So what I'm gonna do instead, yeah. So what I plan to do instead is yeah, what I intend to do. What I plan to do is try to do this tomorrow. I'm gonna do this tomorrow morning before I do my do anything. Okay. Alright, so that's it for now. I'm gonna switch games and such. Something I wanted to play or at least try out. Okay? And then yeah. Alright. So that's it with this for now.